Ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling 555 earthquakes off the coast of Oregon today on December 7th, 2021. And somehow this 4.1 earthquake in Puerto Penasco in the Gulf of California isn't showing up on USGS. And there's been a lot of I meant to say earthquake activity happening in these areas over the last few weeks. This is Asteroid Fight Club. I am your planetary defense commander, and we are entering into Dark Winter number 2. And in the next few months, probably going to be dangerous and crazy. All right, on that note, February, we had Saturn square Uranus, and a giant storm hit Texas, and they shut the power grid down, and 400 people died. Then in June, a giant heat dome hit Canada, and 1,000 people died. And we have our third and final Saturn square Uranus on Christmas Eve this year. So we pretty much almost know we have a natural disaster coming our way. So I'm doing my best to give everybody advance notice if we do get a storm. And if we don't, then we'll just be happy and say, thank you, Jesus, or whoever you worship. 18 days out, if I had to guess, I'd say the natural disaster of Christmas Eve 2021 will be the California Pacific Northwest, flood-related, with possible Mexico earthquake volcano components. The 12Z run, it goes 16 days out, it only goes up to the middle of the 23rd, and this showed a whole lot of rain coming into parts of California, and just like La Palma volcano gave us advanced warning with some swarms, we're definitely watching these earthquake swarms happening in the Gulf of California. This has 1,847 earthquakes in the area of the map, and I think about 100 of those were 4s or 5s, and this is in the last week. So, very interesting situation, as the whole year has been. Also, as Planetary Defense Commander, I depend on your contributions every single month to keep THORnews up and running, and I do a fundraiser. So far, I've got $1,148 left to raise for December. So if you'd like to contribute, it would be greatly appreciated. I plan to finish the year strong for y'all. But yeah, things are weird. Amazon's entire web server outage caused some warehouses and deliveries to come to a screeching halt as board stiff workers wait. Anything using a computer connected to Amazon is down. As of me recording this, is still down. And it's right before Christmas season, so much so that smart fridges are misbehaving, which reminds me of a scene from the HBO show Silicon Valley that I've recommended y'all watch 100 times, where they can hack into your refrigerator. Although that's not what I'm saying here. And a huge, massive, giant story I don't hear anyone talking about is today. Gigi says it disrupted GlobeTap, a botnet of 1 million systems. And I kind of was talking to y'all about this, I don't know, in 2017, to where they were having mass hacks of lots of computers, including like personal computers, business computers, and then they're loading software on there to where they're using people's machines to mine for Bitcoin, so that like 20-30% of some of the memory on your computer and your electricity are technically being siphoned off to help mine blocks of digital currency. And, I've suspected they do the same thing with like views and stuff, to where they're siphoning off, I would guess, almost everybody's views. And, of course, picking and choosing who the quote unquote winners are for whatever agenda or purposes. I would guess in Divide and Conquer they were trying to push, man. CoinDesk experiencing issues as Amazon services down. Here was another 4 earthquake in Baja 8 hours earlier that isn't on USGS. Rough seas hit Ireland as Storm Bara barreled in. So far, I haven't heard of us losing anyone, so that is great news. It was announced today they didn't fix or modernize anything dealing with the Texas power grid, so if something happens, big storm, we're shit out of luck. Comets are zipping around our solar system like a roller rink, Biden and Putin had a 2-hour and 8-minute Zoom call today. I have my own theories on their relationship. I will probably express them to you when Biden's first year is in the books. Because like I said, I usually try to give a president a whole year. In Wisconsin, shit is so cold, it hurts your face. It sure sounds like Evergrande, the $300, $200 billion real estate company in China, is going to default. When exactly? ? Before Putin's phone call with Biden, he met with Modi, Prime Minister of India, and they were talking about a partnership for peace, progress, and prosperity. India's talking about banning crypto payments and could jail people who violate the law about crypto. Australia announced that they're probably going to release their own digital currency and at some point will really start to regulate cryptocurrency, which has had no regulations, no sheriffs, and has been like a total wild west. The sun is still doing amazing things every single day. Big waves of life crashing all around. I do think cryptocurrency is here to stay, but I do think there will be regulation and government intervention, and I do think some people who broke the law will go to jail, especially a lot of the middlemen. But that is just a guess, and technically it's a warning. And, I think there will be a lot of turbulence in the crypto markets around the middle of December. But hey, I've been saying that for months, man. Space Force and NASA and ULA launched a rocket with the new technology that may replace internet? ? The USA is not going to send diplomats to the 2022 Olympics. Without disrespect to Olympic athletes, I tend to always make fun of Olympics here in THORnews with no disrespect. It's like, I think everybody will live. That'll be fine. Hopefully this isn't, a nothing burger that gives people food poisoning. It is super freezy cold up north, but the outlook for the 6 to 10 day temperature range for the majority of the United States is very torchy. And BB just dropped the new NMME January temperature forecast map, and it seems pretty torchy for the south down here, pretty cold for people up here. Yeah, so just mentioned again, India said they're probably going to crack down, may ban crypto. Australia today said they're going to issue their own digital currency and start to regulate the crypto market. And last week, Putin said that cryptocurrency isn't backed by anything. They'll probably be around, but, and then he did ... And remember, whatever the United States of America is going to do under the new commander-in-chief, it's kept its cards pretty close to the vest. And if you did read the Avengers, you would know that Ultron had the original laser eyes. So, did Ultron create cryptocurrency? Why had a good bit of flooding after a blizzard hit the tippy top of the mountains, and then flooding hit the bitty bottom of the islands. But I think that storm's over now, and everyone survived, it would seem. There are rumors of moisture over Arizona, though the rumors, I guess, aren't making it to the ground much. I don't know, like the theme of 2021 has been like vaccines, cryptocurrency, coronavirus, and so-and-so's without power, including much of downtown Honolulu will likely to remain without power for another night. It's like rats chewed through a cable or some shit. Here we see moisture begin to move into California as it begins what could be a very moist 18 days or so. And courts rejected private business vaccine mandates. So now, we just got to make it through the dark winter together, whether you're vaccinated or not. And then hopefully spring will be way better than the last 2 years, man. Hey, I have been here for you every single step of the way. I think I put out over 1,700 videos in the last 2 years. Called the whole situation pretty dang accurately. And so if you'd like to say, hey, thanks, Thor, for 9 years, for the last 2 years, for this year, for my birthday, for Christmas, or just an end of the year bonus, I got all this stuff to where you can do that shit if you'd like. It is greatly appreciated. The energy is very weird today. Far too much. Like Venus will be conjuncting Pluto on the 11th and then go retrograde on the 19th and then retrograde back over Pluto again and then go back over Pluto again. So there's going to be a lot of Venus and Pluto energy in the air. And even though I love all the planets, Pluto energies and Eris energy are not my favorites, bro. Okay? So hang in there today and tomorrow may be wonky. Hopefully things will get better towards the weekend. But thank you to everybody in Asteroid Fight Club. Thank you to JJ. Thank you to the Goods. Thank you to Wizard of Oz. Thank you to the Texas Angel. Thank you to Mist. Thank you to Andrea. Thank you to Alexis. Thank you to Max. Thank you to Lauren. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Barbara. Thank you to Glenda. Thank you to Arnica. Thank you to Lightsoul. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Marlita. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Ann. Thank you to KJ. And thank you to my mom, the lady that raised me to be strong enough, smart enough, and cool enough to make it through 2 years, the last 2 years of my least favorite pandemic of all time, as your planetary defense commander. All right. God bless everyone. Stay cool, and I'll talk to y'all soon.